Hello everyone, we are from Group 4 consisting of Nadia Karina Apriza Putri, student number 057, Ratnadio Astuti, student number 064, Krishna Deni Muhammad Hamzah, student number 012, Villa Yuninda Putri, student number 031, Dinartri Rahayu, student number 032, Nadia Azah Anugrah, student number 044, and Rona Nirvana Putri, student number 046. In this video, our group will present the result of our discussion about Kampung Dolanan Surabaya as an educational media for children's character education. What is traditional games? According to Marzoan and Hamidi in 2017, traditional games are activities that are carried out voluntarily and create pleasure for the perpetrators, governed by game rules that are run based on hereditary traditions. In line with the previous definition, Wahyuningsi in 2009 stated that traditional games, or commonly called folk games, are games that have been carried out by the community for generation to generations and are the result of extracting local culture, which contains many educational and cultural values and can amuse those who play the game. What is character education? According to Reiner in 2020, character education is the process by which humans learn to interact with society, usually through the teaching of core virtues such as courage, justice, and wisdom. Feeling, thoughts, and actions are worked together to form character. Character education is the act of teaching students how to regulate those feelings, thoughts, and actions into pro-social behaviors.
Among the successful application of character values for children, there are several promising approaches that can be implemented. One of them is through a learning medium made by parents or teachers, manually or using traditional game tools that are close and familiar to children. In addition, traditional games are also suitable to be introduced and played for children. As they played and got to know the games, they could also learn to love their own culture, which is so diverse, since traditional games contain varieties of cultures of a nation. Traditional games that are passed down from generation to generation have several benefits, namely preserving culture as a nation's character, beneficial for both psychological development as well as in increasing creativity and increasing physical endurance. Also support other sports, especially in improving children's ability in agility. The meaning behind the values of traditional games contains moral messages with the content of sublime local wisdom. Introducing traditional games to children means instilling the character of patriotism towards the nation through the introduction and appreciation of the values raised from the diversity of ethnic groups.
And the next is the benefits of traditional games in child development. So, there are 8 totals of benefits of traditional games in child development. So, the first is motor aspects, which consists of training endurance, flexibility, sensory motor, gross motor, and fine motor. And the second is cognitive aspects, which consists of development of imagination, creativity, problem-solving strategies, anticipatory, contextual understanding. And the third is emotional aspects, that covers emotional catharsis, increasing empathy and self-control. The next is language aspect, consists of understanding of value concepts. And the fifth is social aspect, that covers establishing relationships, cooperation, practicing social development with peers and laying the foundation for training socialization skills, practicing roles with adults and community. Next is spiritual aspect, which is about connected with something that is supreme or transcendental. And the seventh is ecological aspects, which consists of understanding the use of natural elements around wisely. And the last is aspects of values or morals, which is about living the important moral values of the previous generation for the next generation.
The next is about implementation strategy. The first is integration of school subjects. Traditional games that are in accordance with cultural values and national character can be used as learning media that can be integrated into each subject in school. The second is self-development program. Traditional workshop activities through extracurricular programs or the introduction of traditional game community programs can be done by modifying traditional game tools and giving children the freedom to explore ideas and activities according to their creativity so that they can arouse their curiosity, innovation, and imagination as values to be developed. And the third is school culture. In the context of developing culture and character, conditional activities can be carried out, such as traditional game festivals involving all elements of the school as well as the socializations of traditional games during school breaks.
Programs in Kampung Dolanan. In Kampung Dolanan, there are 4 programs that can improve the morale and characteristic of children. The 4 programs are education programs, creative industry programs, business programs, and arts programs.
On this occasion, we interviewed Mustafa Sam, which is the founder of Kampung Dolanan. He is more often called as Cak Mus. So, our first question is, can you tell us about the background of the founding of Kampung Dolanan? And then Cak Mus explained that Kampung Dolanan was established on December 13, 2016 on land owned by PT Kereta Api Indonesia or KAI, which has been occupied for decades. Initially, Kampung Dolanan was managed by a local youth organization. Over time, Kampung Dolanan expanded outside Simokerto, Surabaya, such as Malang, Banyuwangi, Central Java, Yogyakarta, West Java, Bali, and Lombok by bringing some traditional games. Mustafa, as the founder of Kampung Dolanan, Surabaya, feels that children's interest in traditional games is decreasing as technology develops. Therefore, he said, adults are at the forefront of introducing traditional games to the younger generation. To organize programs outside the village, the community gathers various volunteers who are interested in introducing traditional games to children. There are some programs run by the community, which are first, Ayore Dolanan or ARD, which was held during Car Free Day or CFD in Tunjungan, and Sekolah Dolanan, which was held on Wednesday night, and then Kampung Dolanan Roadshow, which includes activities in the form of sambang, which means visiting, such as Sambang Kampung or village visit, Sambang Sekolah, school visit, Sambang Dalan, road visit, Sambang events visit, and Sambang Komunitas or community visit. Kampung Dolanan also sells toys used for traditional games. In this case, Kampung Dolanan cooperates with local craftsmen. So our second question is, what are the traditional games introduced by Kampung Dolanan to children in Surabaya? So, traditional games introduced to children represent traditional games from every island in Indonesia, such as Sumpitan, which is the game of aiming at a target using a tool called Sumpitan, which is a blowpipe, and then Dakon, Bekel, Bus-busan, Apolloan, Ular tangga or snake ladder, Egrang, Bamboo stilts, Egrang kaleng, Can stilts, Balap karung or sack races, Lompat tali or jump rope, Tarik tambang or tug of war, etc. And then our third question is, who can play these traditional games? So, all groups of children can play the game. Even some teenagers can play traditional games introduced by the community through Ayore Dolanan and Kampung Dolanan Roadshow activities. Each group usually plays these games according to their respective versions. And then our fourth question, can the traditional games introduced by the Kampung Dolanan be categorized as stagnant or dynamic? In the meaning of, are there always new games introduced to children? And then Cak Mus answered that there are always new games introduced by the community to children through modification and duplication of various traditional games that have existed before, while still maintaining local wisdom. For example, Enkle, also known as hopscotch, which basically has a square-shaped image, but the community tries to modify the game into other images, such as the shape of an apple when introducing the game to the children in the city of Malang. And then our fifth question is, what is the purpose of introducing these traditional games to children in Surabaya? Cak Mus said that in the digital era, children's interest in traditional games is decreasing as technology develops. Many children in the modern era do not even know the various kinds of traditional games that exist in Indonesia. Children's reduced interest in traditional games is also accompanied by a decrease in their interest in playing outside the house and interacting directly with friends of their age. This issue attracts the community to reintroduce traditional games to children so that these games still exist in today's modern era. By inviting children to play outside, it is hoped that it can restore children's interest in social interaction and live a full life.
The sixth question is, by introducing these games, is there any character education that is formed for the children, such as a social skill, sharpening, logical thinking, etc.? Cak Mus said introducing traditional games to children can help shape the character of children who are easy to socialize, active, and communicative. Basically, traditional games have a philosophical meaning that indirectly teaches children various characters such as being responsible, obeying the game, being honest, and also thinking creatively. The seventh question is, can you give an example of a traditional game and the characters that can be trained from the game? Cak Mus answered that ankle games and kite. Ankle games teach children to obey the rules and be honest. When children are playing with their ankles and stepping on the line, they must stop the game. Honest children will always admit that they have crossed the line and lost the game. This will teach children to always be honest and obey the rules when they become adults. Kite teaches children to be persistent, never give up, and also focus on goals. Children catching a broken kite always try to focus on catching it, jump higher, running fast, even though they sometimes fall. This helps train children to be stronger, weaker, never give up, and likes challenges. The eighth question is the game still in great demand by children in Surabaya? The children are always enthusiastic when the community conducts the KD Roadshow program. Even though in this era many children prefer online games, they are still interested when the community tries to introduce various traditional games brought by the community during the KD Roadshow. This shows that basically the loss of traditional games is not due to the times but the absence of human researchers who introduce traditional games themselves to children. The last question, are there any challenges experienced by the Kampung Dolanan in introducing traditional games to children in the modernization era? Cak Mus said that sometimes parents' excessive concern for their children to play in an open environment makes children unable to play traditional games freely, so that the community finds it a bit difficult to introduce the game because of the prohibition of parents for their children to play. Lack of open space for the community to introduce the game, sometimes the community is banned from holding traditional games in public places such as CFD by the environmental service.
In conclusion, traditional games are games that often require the interaction of many people. Therefore, traditional games have many benefits and also contain values such as the emergence of sense of pleasure and amusement, a sense of freedom, having many friends, growing a sense of responsibility, being a leader in a group. Not only that, but traditional games are also able to shape children's character such as a sense of kinship, cooperation, and high curiosity, so that they can practice their social interaction skills when they are dealing with people in their environment. And one of the efforts of Kampung Dolanan community in preserving traditional games is to apply the jargon of Kampung Dolanan, namely introducing, playing, and conserving. The intention to conserve traditional games is not only to maintain the existence of traditional games themselves, but it also aims to teach the various philosophies contained in the game, which aims as an effort to form strong and brave characters to the young generations.